Girl, shut up. Oh, I need to put some more ice in this. I don't know what. Oh, I guess that's water. Why y'all seem like y'all so close? I need y'all to back up. Back up. We should go outside, but I just gave Gizmo. Now that's gonna get on my nerves, and I can't make it go away. I'm waiting on Gizmo to eat his breakfast, and maybe after he eat, after he gets finished, we might go outside. Was it good? Was it good? Think about it. Yeah, he just eating his breakfast at 1 o'clock. Yeah, he done been for a ride. We was gone, so he couldn't eat breakfast, and we had took him. I went to the store, and we took him with us. And I don't like to feed him if I know we're gonna take him for a ride because sometimes when he gets in the car, he gets really gassy, and so I don't like to feed him until after we come back home because it is nothing in the world as horrible as being trapped in a car with a gassy dog. Even though he is in the back seat, he get to farting. He lights up that whole car, and I be thinking he gonna poop. The way he be, the way that them farts be smelling, I be like, okay, I hope he don't like let loose one he think it's a fart and it's a shark, and he like let loose in the car, and we away from home. I mean, even though we do have like cleaning supplies in the car in the trunk, so if something does happen, my husband can pull over and we can get it out. But and we have a liner under him. We have a pet liner under his, and I think that thing is waterproof, if I'm not mistaken. It's kind of like a thick pad and it covers the whole entire back seat of the car. That you can buy these for your pets. So it covers the whole seat. So if something does happen, it's not going to get on the seat of the car. It'll get on that liner and his car seat. But still, who wants their dog shitting in the car? You know? Like the our car still smells decent. It still smell. Every now and then you can still kind of get that new car smell. And I thought that the new car smell would wear off, but even with us having a dog and he's in the car with us a lot, the car still smells new to me. Even my granddaughter was like, it still smell new. And it does. It still has that new car smell. Hey, Phoenix. So I was trying to hoping that other people would come in, but as they come in, I'm gonna show it to them too. I did finish the pillow, so it is 2 panels. I had to make two of these panels, and what I did was they are sewn together on 3 sides. And the other side, it has a string, a little tie that I can undo and take the pillow out if I want to wash it. Or if I want to, of course, wash the cover, I can take the pillow out and do that. But it wasn't, I probably could have did this in 2 days if I had if I hadn't stopped, because I finished this panel, one panel in a day. I don't know why it took me forever to finish the other panel, but yesterday I finished a panel in a day. So it is this pillow, and I think I want to make one more because it's like right now it's just these two. It's this fuzzy black one and this one, or either get another fuzzy black one. So it'll be this fuzzy black and another one of these, or fuzzy black, this, and another fuzzy black. So I don't know what I want to do. But it does bring a pop of color to the bed. And that's what I was kind of, going for, because having a solid color comforter, with the comforter being pink, I just didn't like it. And I thought I was going to like it. Like, I love the fact that it's really soft. I love that because I'm a texture girly. I love the fact that it's so soft and it's so comfortable, but it's so pink. And I really thought I was going to like it. I was like, oh my God, I'm going to love this pink. But I don't. So I was trying to the, break that pink up with some color. And since my tapestry in here is basically pink and black and like kind of like baby blue and a little bit of yellow, but not like a lot of yellow. I was trying to tie the bed and the tapestry in together. And I think what I'm gonna do with these what do they call these? Wall hangings, is I'm gonna add some black to here. I'm gonna add some black strings so it'll kind of tie all of it in together, because I don't like the fact that this is all pink. And I have one on this wall, and I don't know if you can see this one, but it's one on this wall also. And so I think I'm gonna add some black. Um, dang, I didn't even undo the strings. I think I'm gonna add some black strings to this to tie everything in, because there is a bedspread on the bed and it's like trimmed in black that I crocheted like last year, and that adds like a pop of color. I'm going for that like eclectic pop of color. Eclectic. I'm gonna keep saying eclectic because I love that word. Um, that's kind of like what I'm going for. And I have like this fuzzy pink footstool kind of thing in here. I want a beanbag chair. Like, I want to get rid of this chair that I'm sitting in and get like either one of those beanbag love seats or whatever. But then my husband is like, we don't need to do all that, because as soon as the interest rates go down, um, as soon as the interest rates act like they got some sense, probably after the election and stuff, and the new president gets in and all of that kind of stuff, maybe the interest rates will be more stable. We gonna move. But I'm like, why I can't be comfortable while I'm here? And he'll eventually just give in and be like, I don't care, do what you want to do. Because that's the type of person he is. And my husband told me one time, we were talking, and he was like, I don't like to see you unhappy. And if you say, you want to do something, or if something ain't right, I'm going to, do my best to try to fix it so that you can be happy, because, he knows he works, he's away from home. Certain things don't bother him like they bother me. Hold on. There's a bug right here. Is that a flea? What the fuck that was? Um, we still having problems with these damn ants too. So he's just like, if you want to do something, just go on and do it. I don't really care what you be doing, and he don't. So I just basically do what I want to do. If I feel like I want to, I think you be bringing them bugs in from outside. I'm gonna have to start patting you down when you after you go outside. I'm gonna have to start patting you down because I think you be the one bringing them bugs in here. He looking at me like, I ain't bring no bugs in here. It's your fault. It's your fault, poo poo. Yes, it is too. Um, hey Mickey. Yeah, it did. It turned out good. Like, I really like it. I really like it. It's not really soft because this is acrylic yarn. So this is definitely just for decoration. This ain't the kind of yarn that you want to like be laying it. It's acrylic. It's not like that baby weight or super soft. They do have a soft acrylic, but this ain't it. This is definitely just for decoration. This ain't for you to be laying your head on and getting comfortable with. That's what regular pillows are for. This is a strictly um decorative um pillow. So I finished it yesterday. I was super happy. I always get happy when I finish a project. Like, I get super happy. I be like, okay, I did that. And then, my mind goes right into, okay, what are we going to do next? You know, like, what's the next project? So I think I'm going to start doing my frogs that I'm going to uh, give for Christmas, like my Christmas frogs. I don't call them my Christmas frogs, but I think I'm gonna start working on the frogs that um, I'm going to give to family and friends and stuff for Christmas. And I want people who have received frogs from me, to one day show me the pictures of the frogs that they didn't get. Because I've given frogs to so many people that I have literally forgot how many frogs I've given away. Because I know last year I went on this frog making spree, and I know I made over 20 something frogs. And it's only maybe two or three of them left. Well, one of them belongs to my son. One of them belongs to me. So those two will never leave. But it's only a couple of them left. I mean, a few of them I won't give away. Like, let me show y'all the first one I made. Like this one, I will never give him away because he was the. Is his eyes dusty? No, he was like the first one I made. So his leg, one of his legs is a little wonky, but I was learning. He was like the first one. Yeah, one of his legs is longer than the. Look, I wasn't counting. I was just out here crocheting, and one of his little legs is longer than the other one. But my husband said that gives him character. You know, I think his little hands different? No, they look about the same. But his little head, something's going on right here. Like it's not. And I still have problems with this part of the pattern because this is supposed to help his eyes. I don't know. I have a problem with this part of the pattern. I think his eyes were actually supposed to be, I don't know, because the other ones look a little different. But this was the first one. The first one always comes out kind of wonky. And I was like, I will never get rid of him because, well, for one, he's got his little imperfections. So this is just my little guy. I think he cute. He a little different. His little his little smile. His little smile is a little wonky. But I think he cute. So I'll never get rid of him. Then I have maybe one more that's a little bit bigger than he is, and then the rest of them that are mine are a little larger because I made them out of the baby blanket yarn, which makes them much softer because that's acrylic. I think that's why he came out so small. And then I use like different size hooks, and they just came out different sizes. I wanted one that was going to be really big, but it didn't turn out as big as I wanted it to be. I wanted it to be like pillow size to fit on my bed, and it only turned out like that big. But it's still cute. So I do want to make a really big one, and I have to see like what size hook I need to make a really big one. Let me see how big he is. Yeah, his body is fat, but he not. I want him to be bigger than this. See, she turned out fat, but I want her to be bigger, like longer. And see, her eyes are how the eyes are supposed to be. It's supposed to be like the socket and then the eye. And he kind of didn't turn out like that. Like his sockets look more like ears, and they're supposed to be eye sockets, not ears. But this is the same pattern as this. I just used a different yarn and a different hook, and it came out smaller. And I used a larger. Um, I used a baby blanket yarn for this one, and it's super soft, super soft. And I used a larger hook, so she came out bigger. But I want to use a larger hook because I want a bigger one because I want it to go on my bed. So that's the plan for the next projects will be frogs. And my husband wants another octopus because he likes the octopus that I made. The octopus turned out cute too. Let me show y'all the octopus. That's all we gonna do today. You gotta wait till daddy get finished exercising. Then you can go. Okay? Daddy exercising. When he get finished, you can go back in there. So this is the octopus. And I made my husband one, and this was the one that I made for myself. But the one that I made for my husband, for some reason, his little legs didn't curl up. And I love the fact that the legs curled up on this one, and I could not figure out how to make the legs curl up again. I don't know what I did to make the legs curl up on this one, but this is so cute to me. So I want to make a couple of more of these, but they have to be made with this. Oh, I think that's why his legs didn't curl up, because I used acrylic yarn, and this is the baby blanket yarn or chenille yarn. But ain't he cute? He is super cute with his little tentacles. So this one is mine. Like when I be making something and it be coming out real cute, I'll be like, oh no, no, ain't nobody getting this one. So this one is mine. I kept it. I mean, to me, this looks like something that you would legit buy in a store. And I made this. I did this. I was gonna say, see, you could tell from the bottom that it's handmade, but you can't. It just looks. He's super cute. So I'm gonna probably make some more of those. I gotta find a pattern though. And that's my problem too. Like when I make something and it come out super cute, I be like, where did I get that pattern from? Instead of writing the pattern down, when something turn out cute, writing the pattern down or saving that video from YouTube, because I know the video came from YouTube, but I don't remember because I think I made it last year. So he hecka cute. Um, I made that one, and then I made one that didn't have long tentacles. He had like little short tentacles, but he's still an octopus. It was just a different pattern, and the pattern called for the tentacles to be short. So I think I made my husband one of those, and I think I made him a spider or something. Like I was looking for really easy patterns. I think they're called Aragurumi or something like that. I was looking for like really simple patterns, because these are just a ball. You just crochet a ball. You start at the top and you just keep going around and around and around and around in circles until you have a ball. And then once you get finished with the ball, you close him up. You close up the circle. So the circle is kind of like flat on the bottom, but you close it up, and then you just crochet the tentacles. Crochet 8 tentacles. And that's it. I mean, this one is pretty easy because you're not really counting stitches until you get down to the bottom when you get ready to close it up. and I messed up under here and just closed it up some kind of way, and it you put the little eyes on there. These are safety eyes, so that little kids can play with them. It's a whole clamp on the back that once you clamp it closed, it can't open up because it's got like these little teeth on there. So once it's clamped, it won't reopen. So they're safe for little kids to play with, cause so you can't, they can't get these eyes off and choke on them. So they're not like a choking hazard. It's a whole button on the back of the eyes. So before you sew it up, you clamp the eyes on, you stuff it, sew it up, and then you make the little tentacles, and that's it. So I'm gonna make some more of those for Christmas. I'm gonna make some frogs for Christmas. I got a few people that I want to make hats for. I gotta find out what my nephew's um, colors are for his baseball team, because I want to make him a couple of hats for Christmas, because he is in St. Louis, Missouri, and of course the weather is different in St. Louis than it is here in California. So, I think he's going to appreciate having some hats and stuff. Going from living in California all of your life to living in a place where they have real winters is going to be interesting for him. And this is his first year. It's his first year away um, at college, because he did his first 2 years at a junior college here in California. And so this is his first year away from home and in another state. So his auntie is going to make him some hats and scarves, so he can stay warm and stuff. Hey, Kenneth, how you scared of octopus? Girl, octopus are cute. Now, I don't want to run up on no real octopus. You know what I didn't know? Now, this freaked me out. I had never seen this before in my life. Do you know there's a such thing as a tree octopus? A octopus that comes out of the water and attaches himself to trees is black. When I saw that, I was like, what in it is so many creatures in the water, in the jungle, in places that we would never see, especially in the water, in the deep part of the sea that we will never see. I did not, for one, I didn't even know it was a such thing as a black octopus. But a tree octopus, like an octopus that comes out of the water and climbs trees, it's so many it's so many animals out here that it's so many fish that we don't have a clue is in the ocean. There's so much going on in the ocean that we will never have a clue about. Girl, I would literally. And what is going on in Gatlinburg, Tennessee right now? The bears are going crazy out there. In Gatlinburg, I guess Gatlinburg, Tennessee is like a tourist area. And I don't know if the bears are hungry or if it's just so many people in that area that the bears ain't really tripping off of the humans. The bears are literally going into stores and restaurants, opening doors and going into restaurants and stores, opening people's car doors and getting into people's cars. There is no way in hell I would want to visit Gatlinburg. I know that's the draw. People want to come there and see the bears. Why are you opening my car door though? And why are people not taking precaution? Bears are smart. They gonna open if they can open if you leave your car door open and they think it's some food in there, they gonna go in there. So if you know that a bear can open doors and stuff, why don't you keep the doors locked? And they have all of these like Airbnbs that you can rent in areas. And I think the Airbnb does give you instructions about the bears, like don't feed them, don't leave any food out on the patios and all this kind of stuff. And be careful at night in the parking lots, lock your car doors and stuff. But people are stupid. People are dumb. Yeah, I guess they did. I guess they did say, well, y'all shouldn't be here. Did nobody tell y'all to build an Airbnb in our backyard? You said some people there a year or two ago. Yeah, girl. Ain't no way in the world. I saw a YouTuber. I don't know if you watch this family Ja vlogs. I think they go there every year. I don't want to go nowhere where I know bears are known. The area is known. It's bear country. It's bear country. I don't want to be nowhere where bears are coming into restaurants and play people's place of business, getting in people's cars. Yeah, they stayed in a really nice Airbnb, a real nice place. And I have seen some other like TikTokers stay at this place in Gatlinburg. I guess it's a touristy area. But hell no. Hell no. I don't want to be nowhere. See, I love their Jack in the Box caramel iced coffee. I love it. But for some reason, when it get down to that last little bit, it starts to taste like I don't know. It starts to taste nasty. Like that last little bit. If they don't have that, if it don't have that syrup on the bottom, like some of the workers make it sweeter than others, and I don't know if it's like that. If that's a milky taste or that I don't like or what, but once it get down to the bottom, I'll be like, okay, I don't like it no more. It be heck of good at first. But once it get down to that last part, it starts to get a little on the nasty side. And I'd be like, I need to brush my teeth. That shit was hella nasty. I don't know what it is. Yeah, I can't deal with them bears. Uh-uh. I can't. I was watching this one video and these two ladies, I don't know where they were. It looked like they were at a restaurant. It looked like they were at a restaurant, and they were like standing at the front, like near the front door, and they were just talking and chatting it up. And I guess the lady was getting ready to film something, and all of a sudden the bear opened the front door. The bear, the bear opens the front door, like, what y'all talking about? And they took off running, screaming. And I'm pretty sure they tell you not to, if you come up on a bear, you're not supposed to run, because if you run, he gonna chase you. You're supposed to make yourself appear bigger. Try to make yourself appear bigger and make loud noises, because the bear will get confused and be like, all right, all right, all right, all right. That's the lie I've been told. I pray the Lord's Prayer that I never, ever am in a restaurant or anywhere and a bear run up on me. Because there are bears here in California. I think we have brown bears. I think the big grizzly bears. I don't know, child. All bears is the same to me. If it ain't a teddy bear, if it ain't a teddy bear, you're dangerous. You will kill me. And I don't want to have nothing to do with you. Nothing. Because I'm pretty sure me standing at 5'3" cannot make myself appear bigger or intimidate even a teenage bear. I probably can't even intimidate a bear cub. The bear cub will probably just be like, she looks edible. I'm hungry. I don't want to take that chance. I really don't. Oh, yeah, with a grizzly bear, you just pray. Just fall dead. Because I heard grizzly bears don't like their food to be deceased. They don't want to eat something that's already dead. Yeah, you pray and play dead. And don't they tell you, if you can, to pee on yourself? Because the smell of urine on they won't eat you if you done peed on that won't be a problem for me. I won't have a problem peeing on myself. If a grizzly bear, that will definitely not be a problem. I don't know if I can poop on command, but honey, I will try. I will poop and pee on myself if that's what it takes. I think I heard that you're supposed to pee on yourself because they don't like the smell of urine. They don't want to eat something that smells pissy. I don't know how true that is, and I pray it never happens. But I don't think I would, if a grizzly bear, I don't think I will have a problem peeing, because I would be so scared that I would just naturally pee. Tana, I don't know. I don't ever want to. That's why I be telling my husband I don't want to go camping, because most of the places like Yosemite, I know Yosemite got bears. I don't want to go out there. I don't want to camp nowhere where there's a threat of bears. We were driving one night, me and my husband, on Halloween. We was just driving around, looking at the Halloween, the houses that were decorated for Halloween, and we turned down this one street that kind of the across the street. So it was like this one street, the back of the people's houses faced this area that over the gate was the highway. We saw a coyote just like walking down the street like it wasn't nothing. And I'm like, around the corner were people walking with their children, and it was a coyote on the other street. So there are like, and there has been a mountain lion sighting over here, not in the area where we live, but not too far. Not too far. They were looking because the mountain lion came down and was like on the elementary school property. So the fish and game or whoever, they went out looking for that mountain lion. They wanted to catch it because you too close. When you come down into in the daytime, when you come down during the day on a elementary school playground, they need to hunt you down. They need to find you. Cause I'm sorry, and I'm not normally one to want to kill animals, but when you're coming down to a elementary school, and this is an area that has like a lot of homes and stuff, and I think later, like a couple of nights after that, this lady caught it on her uh, ring camera in her backyard. And she was like, she was so scared because she said usually she let her dog out to use the bathroom. You know, you ain't thinking a mountain lion is going to be in your backyard and kill your dog. So, yeah, because this area that we live in, um, even though it's been developed for 20 years, like this house is 20 years old, I think, either 19 or 20 years old. Um, there's still land that the city wouldn't let the housing development build on. There's certain land, I guess, that you can't build no houses on. So it's still animals. That's where the turkeys and the deer and the skunks and all the raccoons and all that, they live up in there. But it's within walking distance of where we live. That's why them wild turkeys be just walking down the street like they own this area, and technically they do. This was their house first. The developers bought this area and built houses on it, but the turkey was like, we're not leaving. We don't give a damn about y'all. We not going nowhere. And they don't. They be walking down the street like, and the males, the male turkeys, you can tell they're males because they look different than the females. They're bigger. The males will walk in the front. They protect the females. The females are usually kind of like in the back, talking shit to each other and eating grass and stuff. And the males are usually in the front, clearing the way so they can walk down the street. And when I see them or hear them, I stay get my butt back in my gate, close the gate, cause I don't want no smoke with none of y'all. One of them got off track. I don't know what happened, but she got disorientated from her group and hopped the gate and was in our backyard walking around. She got confused. She couldn't figure out how to get out. She couldn't figure out how to get out the backyard because, they can fly, but they don't like to. They don't like to fly. They will fly, but I don't think they like to fly. But she had to have flown over the gate to get in the backyard. So she was walking around in the backyard, and I think she was like calling for her family, like, help me, help me. And so I think my husband went out there and the gate, opened the gate, and she got out after she didn't shit it. I guess she got nervous and shat it all over the backyard. She just was, I guess she was scared to death because she shat everywhere. Everywhere. She was just back there just a shatting. I was like, if you don't get your, and Gizmo was at the door, at the door looking like, what in the hell? What is going on? And I had never seen that before. She jumped the gate. She jumped the side gate and went to the backyard. She must have thought it was a way for her to get out back there, but that ain't it, sweetie. You got to go back the way you came. So my husband let her ass out, opened the gate, and let her out. Because I guess she didn't want to hop the fence, but you hopped it to get in here. And either she was going to have to hop the fence or hop the fence and end up in the neighbor's yard. But it's a dog over there, so she wasn't crazy. She didn't go over there and tangle with that neighbor's dog. But yeah, we do be having animals. Yeah, I don't want to see. Yeah, I mean, it is so cute to me to see the male turkeys protecting the females, and I see that a lot over here because usually the turkeys run in groups. I don't know if they call a bunch of turkeys like a pack or whatever, but you rarely see just one random turkey by itself. They usually be in like a group, and it's like a few males and the rest of them be females. And the males are normally, staying in the area and looking out for making sure that the females are okay. And I love that for them. That's right. Protect them. But you know what I never see is babies, like small turkeys, out in the group. They must stay at home. And I guess somebody be there babysitting them while the pack goes out, I guess, to scout for food or water or whatever. But they know where the water source is. I'm pretty sure all of these animals that live over here know how to get to the bay because the water is right there. I'm pretty sure they all know where the water is. But I guess they go out. I don't know. Cause what else do they be doing? Why are they just walking up and down the street? I don't know. That's what I be trying to figure out. Like, where y'all going? Y'all be going to the park? They what? They go on a field trip to the park every now and then at the end of the day, they go back home. I don't know what them turkeys be doing, child, but they be out here moving around and doing what they gonna do. Gizmo, what you doing, buddy? You sleep? You finna go to sleep? Gizmo need a haircut so bad. He look a mess. You look a mess. All that hair in front of your face. I can't even see your eye. Can you see? Can you see me? Can you see me, Poo Poo? I'm gonna give him a trim today. We should be outside because it is nice out there. You wanna go outside? Y'all wanna go outside? Let's go outside for like 5 minutes. And then I'm gonna be like, oh, it's hot out here. Let's go outside for a little while. Come on, you can go poop. We ain't doing nothing else. Come on, poop. You finished exercising? Is it hot out here? If it's hot out here, we ain't gonna be able to. Yeah, yeah, we ain't gonna be out here long. I'm just let Gizmo run around and poop. Oh, I didn't even put my stuff away the last time I was out here. Yeah, it's hot out here. Shit. So, anything new going on with the Diddy um well, it ain't trial. It's not the trial. What is it? What we gonna call it? Oh, I thought that was something. Is that a is that a snake? Oh no. What are we gonna call it? The Diddy saga, drama, debacle? Is it anything new? Because everybody is every day. People are like, okay, this the day we gonna talk about Usher and Diddy, or this the day we gonna talk about what's the Justin Bieber and Diddy. This the day we're gonna talk about Angie Stone and Diddy. This is the day we're gonna talk about J Lo and Diddy. I mean, every day. What we gonna call it? The Diddler debacle. The Diddler debacle. Every day they are adding a new player. Well, it's not a new player, but a supporting cast member to the Diddler debacle. I know if I was J Lo, if I was J Lo, I would I would be so I would be irritated because I would be like, damn, he didn't drug me in this shit. You know how you think your God dog. I hate when that gel for my hair gets on my ear and it make my ear sticky and it feel like I got like it's the gel though. It's not like my ear is dirty, but it's like little crumbs. It's like little gel. What do they call that stuff when you be having it in your hair from the gel? It's time for me to wash my hair too. But the gel always gets on my ears, and then it dries up and it gets like flaky. We don't know baseball this weekend because my grandson got sick, so he can't play. His mom had to take him to the doctor, so he didn't go to any of his practices this week. So he can't play. He's not feeling well. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna call and check on him today and see if he's feeling any better or if he needs anything. So I'm kind of sad because they were on a winning spree. They won I think all of their games so far this season, and they've been playing really, really good. So I know he upset that he can't play because he loved his football job. I'm gonna call him today and check on him. Yes, and I think the reason why she escaped after that was because he tried to, and didn't he try to involve her in that? And she was like, "Let me get the hell away from him." Because he not about to he no my star is on the rise. I'm not about to let this ninja mess up my star. Mm-mm. It ain't that good. What are you doing, Bubby? Gizmo, what are you doing? Stay over here in the shade. Stay over here, okay? Stay over here. Don't be in that sun too much. Cause you know you light skinned. You tan easy. Stay in the shade. I've been looking at some stuff. I have to. Girl, send it to me. Yeah, yeah. He tried to. So did she have it in her purse? Girl, ain't no way in heck I would have, you know, got caught up in some mess like that. At least J Lo had enough sense to get away from him before he, beat her or put her in a bad position where, she could have messed her life up or he could have messed her life up because that's what was happening. He could have ended up doing her like he did Cassie. But she had enough sense to get away from him. She was like, "Oh no, this ain't my ministry." She got away from his butt quick, fast, and in a hurry, and I do not blame her. Not one bit. Ain't no way I'd have stayed with his ass. Mm-mm. And then probably she saw how he treated other people, and you with a dude, and you see that he is violent to other people. Eventually that violence is gonna be turned to you. Okay, we going back in the house because this sun. Come on, Gizmo, you finished? This sun is already burning my arm. Come on, we gotta go in the house. Did you use the bathroom? Gizmo like, I don't care. I didn't want to come out here anyway. It's too hot out here. You can only come out here. Um, ooh, 100 degrees out here. You can only come out here. Um, oh Lord, he not in there. He can't. He can't find my husband. You want me to take it with me? Come on, Gizmo. Did I move the phone? I probably did. I do want to see what Angie Stone said about him. Have y'all been watching what's going on in Florida? Like that storm was worse than what I thought it was. I well, they said it was gonna be bad, but gosh, I've been watching some of these people showing the storm surge and the flooding and the water in their houses and stuff. Oh my gosh. I mean, I know it's beautiful to live in waterfront areas, but when you live in an area that is known for, what is it, hurricanes and strong surges of water, why would you want to build that close to the water? Like, I was looking at this one lady's house and they were moving everything out. Like, she had a U-Haul truck and they were putting all of the furniture, like the living room furniture and everything that was on the ground floor, the first floor of the house, they put in a U-Haul. And I guess they were going to put it in storage. But they left this big old, like, 70-inch flat screen on the wall and took all the furniture out of the living room. Now, all of their appliances, of course, you can't take all of that stuff, like your refrigerator and dishwasher and stove and all of that kind of stuff. So they came back to the house today. The water was like at their ankles, but you could see on the wall, you could see a line on the wall. The lady said that line came up to her shoulders. She said she was like 5'2" or 5'3", and that line came to her shoulders. You could see where the water had been. So everything in the kitchen, all of the appliances were destroyed. Her backyard was beautiful. The view from the backyard was beautiful. The view from her backyard is waterfront property. But during a storm surge, because she said the same thing happened to them last year, and they remodeled. So you gonna go through that every year? But she said last year they didn't move their furniture. They didn't rent a U-Haul and put like all of their furniture in storage like they did this year. I don't care. I'm not going through that shit every year just to, live in a beautiful area. I'm not doing that. Just like all of those homes in LA that are now being destroyed by a landslide and what do they call them? Sinkholes, because they built on an area that wasn't solid. And it's near, it's oceanfront property and it has eroded because of the ocean. The salt water has like eroded the area, and so it's sinking because these developers want to build oceanfront property. These homes, they built these homes like on this incline, so they sit up high in your backyard. You just see the ocean, and the ocean is hitting them rocks and stuff, and over time, that area just eroded. I don't understand why people want to build and take those type of chances. Girl, I couldn't even imagine. People going up to the second floor of their house praying that the water doesn't rise up to the second floor. I can't imagine that. I don't want to be there. And then, a lot of people, they were telling people to evacuate certain areas, and a lot of people didn't want to evacuate. They didn't want to leave. So they're like stuck in the houses until the water recedes. Oh, yeah, I couldn't. I would be scared to live in a house on stilts. That would scare me because I would be scared of like the wind gusts and stuff. Like, I couldn't do that either. And I know they have houses like that in Georgia. They have it's Beyonce's mama lost her house and it was on stilts. Where was it? It wasn't Georgia. Was it in some part of Texas? I know it was somewhere. But that house was on stilts. And the neighbors are still mad. The neighbors are mad at Beyonce's mom because she won't have it torn all the way down. So it's an eyesore. But no one can stay there because I don't know what storm that was that went through there. But anyway, it destroyed the house. But they haven't, I don't know if they've torn it all the way down by now. There's a video about it on YouTube, and the people that live in that area were mad at her because she wouldn't tear it all the way down. But it was on stilts. Maybe it was Galveston. Maybe it was in Galveston. I forgot what area it was, but they was mad at Beyonce mama because she wouldn't tear the house down. Because the storm just about destroyed it, but it's still like a part of the house still standing, and the neighbors, because they're like, that's, taken away from the value of their home to have this jacked up house in the neighborhood. And they wanted her to tear it down. But shit, she was going through her own probably stuff with her husband at the time because, they didn't got a divorce and they had to split properties and cars and assets and stuff. So that was probably the last of what she wanted to deal with. Yeah, I can. Yeah, I mean, people trapped in their homes, if they're upstairs, they have to wait for the water to recede before they can even come downstairs. They can't even leave their house. I could, girl, that would, ooh. I would I would lose my mind. I would be crazy to be in the house and I can't get out because the water is so high. You know, you looking outside and you think, okay, is he getting higher? You know, do what if you don't have a third floor? What do you do? Try to get up on the roof? But if it's raining, because I was watching this other lady, she was, where was she at? I don't know, somewhere. And the storm hadn't even hit. It was raining, and her front yard was already flooded. Her front yard was flooded, and she was scared that the water was going to come into the house. And the eye of the storm hadn't even hit that area yet. And it looks like she's by herself. Like she doesn't have a husband or, anybody to help her. She said the neighbor had went to get her some sandbags to try to, put them around the doors so the water don't come in the house because her yard was flooded, and she put on her boots and went out there, and it was almost up to her knees. I probably would have left. I don't know. Then you say, like, where do people go? What if you don't, have money for a hotel or somewhere to go? Like, what do you do? Oh, okay. You sent it to the Facebook? I'll look. Because I only got one phone right now. As a matter of fact, I got to deal with that. And probably trade this phone. I don't know. I don't know how that's going to work. But I got to give me another phone so I can, um, be on one phone and be looking up stuff and Googling with my other phone. Lots of mold and voodoo dolls. What was the voodoo dolls? Just out in the street? They better leave people voodoo stuff alone. If I came up on some stuff like that, that wouldn't be stuff that I would bother. That would be something that somebody else would have to clean up. I wouldn't be cleaning that up. And I don't believe in touching other people's workings and stuff. The voodoo dolls, the people that lived in that house, that would have to be something that they would have to come and clean up themselves. I wouldn't touch that. That's just that's just me. That would be their stuff. The voodoo dolls can stay. I wouldn't bother that. Like people's altars and stuff, I wouldn't touch that. Yeah. I would let the people that live there deal with that. I don't bother other people's, because you don't know what type of energy, you don't know what them dolls were used for. Mm-mm. Let them deal with that. Yeah. I mean, even if I wasn't, I still probably would like not have wanted to deal with that part. Like I wouldn't have wanted to clean up the cemeteries because they say there was a lot of stuff going on at the cemeteries too. Somebody said I was watching this one lady's video, and she said if you have a Tesla and you drive your Tesla in the cemetery, the Tesla will show ghosts on the screen. So she was driving through this cemetery, and it was like little things popping up on the screen of the Tesla, just like little blurps. And she was showing out the window, and it wasn't nobody there. Like it would just flash on real quick. And they said that's like a known thing for people that own Teslas. Now I got to go down this Tesla ghost rabbit hole. Um, I'm gonna look and see if I can find some more videos of people on TikTok doing that. But it was two older white ladies, and they said that it's a known fact that if you drive your Tesla in a cemetery, you can see ghosts on your screen. Yeah, I'm not a cemetery person, and I would definitely not go to the cemetery at night. Most of the cemeteries out here are closed at night. Like they close their gates at a certain time. And they do be like, having signs up about doing voodoo in the cemetery and stuff. They're like, all that kind of stuff will be picked up and discarded. But I wouldn't want to be the person that walked around and picked up voodoo stuff at the cemetery. I wouldn't want to be the one that had to do that. But the cemetery where my family is, they do have a sign up that's like all that, you know, whatever you put down will be picked up and discarded. And if you caught doing it, I think you can get in trouble. So you have to be discreet when you do things at the cemetery. I've left offerings at the cemetery, but I'm very discreet about things. And it's like a tree, a real big pretty tree, near where my parents are buried, and I've placed some things there, but I'm real discreet. I'm not putting big things out there with a big old sign, voodoo, hoodoo, offerings. No, you don't do that. Yeah, I think that's how they look at it too. They just look at it as trash, and they just pick it up and throw it away. Because, after a while they throw away flowers and balloons and everything. After a while, everything they do like a deep cleaning of the cemetery, and they every now and then they will put out a memo and tell people if you have something on your family's grave that you want, you better come get it because we about to do a deep clean. Because they'll just throw everything away. And I can understand that because you don't want the cemetery to, to look dirty and cluttered and just full of stuff, because some people do too much at the cemetery. They really do. They do an absolute lot. So after a while, they just throw that, they go in and throw stuff away. That's part of their policy. And I'm pretty sure they tell you that when you get a grave there, that, the cemetery is going to be cleaned. After a while, we throw away flowers and plastic flowers and, all that kind of stuff. Because some people, they would rather put plastic flowers or artificial flowers on the grave because, of course, they last longer than real flowers. But they throw all that shit away. All of it. It's all got to go. Yeah, but that you do in your home. You don't have to, you don't have to go to the cemetery to uh, offer food. You can do that in your house. I saw this young lady on TikTok, and she said that all of the bouquet of flowers that her boyfriend gives her, she saves them and dries them out. And those are the petals that the flower girls are going to throw out when she gets married. When they get married, she's going to use all of the flowers that he has given her. She's going to use them for the flower girls and, in arrangements on the tables and stuff for her wedding. She said she Gizmo, stop all that noise. Hold on, y'all. Hold on, I'll be right back. Stop all that noise. I know. You just want to bark. Thank you, Mama. You know who that was. You just be wanting to bark. I gotta cut your hair. You look a mess. You look bad. Um, what was I saying? Oh, no, sorry. No, he was mad because my mother-in-law was at the door. Oh, she said she believes in her whole heart that that's gonna be her husband. And I was like, all right, girl, well, I believe it too. I'm really hoping that her wish comes true because she's been saving these flowers. She she bags them up and puts a date on them and everything. She got like all these Ziploc bags full of rose petals. She's been saving these flowers for 2 years. The only flowers that I saved, and I didn't even dry them out right. I just like was like, I'm saving these flowers. Was some of the petals from our wedding bouquet. I saved some of those. Child, I don't even know where they at. I think they in one of my books. I don't know. I know I don't have the patience to be safe. I don't have the patience to be saving stuff for that long. She said, and I think she said he buys her a bouquet of flowers like every week. My husband don't even buy me flowers like that. Well, for one, he know I'm not a flower girly. Like, and I told him that I'm not really into flowers like that, and I don't like roses. I had to tell my son to stop buying me roses for like Mother's Day and stuff. I don't like, if you want to buy me something, buy me a succulent. Buy me something that will continue to live, or a house plant or something. Don't buy me no flowers because they gonna be dead in a week or two. Unless you gonna buy me some of them roses. And I haven't seen these since last year. But these the roses that they was hand dipping, they were tie dye roses. Did my mother in law get some? Did my father in law buy my mother in law some? I'm gonna have to look and see. I think he did. I think he bought her some. But they still die. But they're just pretty. But they're hand dyed. I don't know how they do it. I had looked it up because I was like, how are these roses tie dye? You know? And I looked it up and it was like, yeah, they're hand dyed by the florist. Yeah, I've seen those forever roses. How long do they last? But they're not forever. They only last what, 3 years or something? Do they last like 3 to 5 years? They don't die? I thought they only last for like 3 to 5 years or something like that in the box that they're in. I wonder, does the smell go away? Do they still smell like roses? Or after a while, it's just no smell? I've seen some people on YouTube get sponsored by the company because I think Forest Rocks, I think she got sponsored and they sent her a box of them. I don't think I would want that. But I'm not a roses girly. I don't like roses like that. So that wouldn't. Yeah, but buy me something where anything can be killed. But buy me something that won't die quickly. Give me like some succulents, something that I can put outside in the garden, and I can go and, when I'm sitting in the garden, I'd love to look at them plants and be like, I did that. I grew that. You my baby. I love that. I love, this is the time of year that, your plants kind of go into dormancy for the winter, and then in the spring they be like, oh shit, the sun is back, we out here, we out, and everything is growing and blooming, and I'll be like, oh shit, look at my babies. I'll be super happy. Yeah, I don't do annuals because if they don't come back, I'll be mad. So I keep saying every year that I'm gonna do some flowers. Oh, this gonna be my year to do flowers. Never. I don't do it. I stick to my succulents and cactus because I know them. You know, like I understand them, and I don't kill them. It's very rare that I do something to a succulent and it dies. Very rare. Most of the succulents I buy, they survive. Other than them hen and chicks. But everybody said that wasn't my fault. That's kind of like the nature of the plant is they only live so long and then they bloom and die. So that wasn't my fault. But I did lose some hen and chicks this year. And I was kind of sad. But then I went on the group chat on Facebook and they were like, oh no, don't be sad. That's just the nature of the plant. Your plant just lived the life it was supposed to live and then it bloomed and it passed away. So I was like, okay, now I know that that's not really a plant that I want to purchase again because I don't like plants that it's called monocarpic that once they bloom, they pass away. I don't want that. I've killed, but I learned the trick. Here in California, most aloe don't want to be indoors. They want to be outside. And I kept trying to raise them in the house, and it would more than likely probably be too warm for them indoors. They like to be outside if they can. Especially here in California, they do fine outside. Now, other states, the temperature may drop too much for them and they may do better indoors, but here in California, they do better outside. And I kept trying to make mine stay in the house. When I realized they did better outside, I was doing better with them. So I don't think I would try to raise another aloe indoors. I'm finna get off here, girly. I'm finna go look at what you sent me. Give me some ice, cause I want some ice water. Take my Tylenol, cause my hip been acting up bad. So I'm gonna go do that. And if my hip ain't no better by next week, I'm gonna probably have the doctor send my doctor a message and let him know what's going on. It's probably nothing but my arthritis flaring up. So I'm gonna go take me some Tylenols, give me some ice water, and get over here and look at some videos on YouTube. Girl, I'm probably gonna do that too. Close my eyes for about 30 minutes. So I'll talk to you later. Thanks for coming on with me. I'll see you later, okay? Love you. Bye.